Hello everyone, my name is Wei Yan. Today, our topic is forming chemical bonds. I wanted to talk about something that explains why everything around us, like the water, salt, or even our own bodies, exists the way it does. We are going to look at why the atoms stick to each other and how this leads to different types of chemical compounds form. By the end of this short lesson, you will understand why the atom bond and what makes the ionic and the covalent compounds different. Let's start by imagine a small situation. Here, you are standing at the top of the hill with a small ball. The ball will always tend to reach the lowest point because the lowest point is most stable. Atoms behave pretty much similar to that ball. Atoms form the chemical bonds because when they bond to each other, the system reaches a lower potential energy, which makes the whole system more stable. On this graph, the bottom of the curve shows that the point where two atoms are happiest being together. If they are too far apart, they won't interact with each other. However, if they are too close, they repel each other. But at the just right distance, a bond is formed. So, in simple terms, the atom bond formed because it makes them more stable and lowers their energy. Now let's talk about one specific type of bonding, ionic bond. When an atom loses or gains electrons, it becomes charged particles, which is called an ion. If the atom loses the electrons, it becomes positively charged, which is called cation. If it gains electrons, it becomes negatively charged, which is called anion. For example, the sodium chloride, which is made by the cation sodium and the anion chloride. The sodium gives up electron and the chloride take it. This is because the opposite charge attract. They stick each other. The attraction process is called ionic bonding. You can think this similar to the magnets, which is the positive and negative side will pull towards each other. Finally, let's compare the difference between the ionic compounds and the covalent compounds. Ionic compounds usually form between the metal and non-metals, like the sodium chloride, where the electrons are transferred. The covalent compounds are formed between the two nonmetals, where the electrons are shared instead of transferred. Water and carbon dioxide are the good examples. So the key idea to remember this is the ionic compounds transfer the electrons while the covalent compounds share the electrons. That's all the thing I want to talk in this small lecture. Thank you for listening.